You've probably noticed that some cars have lights that cast a wide, soft glow, while others project a crisp, sharp line of light that looks almost futuristic. That's the core difference between the two dominant technologies on the road today: reflector and projector headlights. Most people don't think about them until one burns out, but the engineering behind how your car illuminates the road is fascinating, and the choice between these two systems has a massive impact on your nighttime driving experience. So let's pull back the curtain and really dig into what separates a projector from a reflector. Beam pattern and cutoff. Here's what matters most: how the light actually lands on the road. This is where the fundamental difference in their design becomes crystal clear. A traditional reflector headlight is essentially a light bulb sitting inside a chrome-finished bowl. The shape of that bowl, the reflector, is engineered to grab the light firing in all directions from the bulb and bounce it forward. The result is a wide, dispersed pattern of light. It illuminates a broad area, which is great for seeing the sides of the road at lower speeds. However, this design inherently lacks precision. Now, let's talk about projectors. A projector headlight operates on a completely different principle. It also has a bulb inside a reflector bowl, but it's a much smaller, more focused system. The magic happens after the light is reflected. It's channeled through a glass lens, much like the lens in a slide projector or a magnifying glass. This lens focuses the light into a highly controlled, concentrated beam. Critically, most projectors also contain a small metal plate called a cutoff shield. This shield physically blocks the top portion of the light, creating an incredibly sharp, flat horizontal line at the top of the beam pattern. When you see a car's headlights casting a perfectly straight line on a garage door, you're looking at a projector. Brightness and efficiency. So which one is brighter? This question is more complicated than it seems. It isn't just about the raw light output of the bulb itself. The real metric is usable light, how many of those lumens actually end up where you need them. Because a reflector scatters light over a wide area, its intensity can feel diluted, especially at a distance. It's like using the shower setting on a garden hose. You cover a lot of ground, but with less force at any single point. Projectors, on the other hand, are all about efficiency. By focusing the light through the lens, they concentrate the beam's intensity, making it appear significantly brighter and punchier, especially far down the road. Think of it as the jet setting on that hose. All the power is directed into a tight, effective stream. This efficiency is why projector housings are the preferred technology for high-performance lighting sources like high-intensity discharge, HID, and LED bulbs. Glare control and safety. Reflector headlights, with their scattered beam pattern, are more prone to causing glare, especially if someone installs an aftermarket LED or HID bulb that is much brighter than the original halogen bulb. The reflector housing simply wasn't designed to control that much light, so it spills everywhere, including directly into the eyes of oncoming traffic. This is not only annoying, but genuinely dangerous. Projector headlights are the definitive solution to this problem. The cutoff shield is the hero here. It creates that sharp horizontal line that precisely separates light from dark. All the intense, useful light is kept below that line, aimed down at the road surface. The light above the cutoff is minimal, preventing the beam from blinding other drivers. This is a massive safety advantage. It allows automakers to use extremely powerful light sources to give the driver incredible visibility while simultaneously being courteous and safe for everyone else. Bulb compatibility. The type of headlight housing you have directly influences what kind of bulbs you can or should use. Reflector housings have been around for decades and were originally designed for halogen bulbs. While you can physically fit many aftermarket LED or HID bulbs into a reflector housing, it's often a bad idea. As mentioned, the optics of the reflector aren't built to handle the way these modern bulbs emit light, leading to poor beam patterns and dangerous glare. Projector housings are far more versatile. Their design, which focuses light through a lens, is much more adaptable to different light sources. Whether it's a halogen, HID, or LED bulb, the projector lens and cutoff shield will still shape the light into a controlled beam. This is why projectors are the standard for factory-equipped HID and LED systems. If you have projector headlights, you generally have more and better options for upgrading your bulbs, as the housing will do a much better job of managing the increased light output effectively and safely. Cost and complexity. If projectors are superior in almost every performance metric, why don't all cars have them? The answer, as it so often is, comes down to cost and complexity. A reflector headlight is a beautifully simple piece of technology. It's a bulb and a mirrored bowl. They are inexpensive to design, manufacture, and replace, which makes them the go-to choice for economy cars and base trim levels of many vehicles. Projector headlights are a different story. They involve more components: the projector bowl, the condenser lens, and the cutoff shield mechanism. If it's a bi-Xenon or bi-LED projector, meaning it handles both low and high beams, it also includes a solenoid that physically moves the cutoff shield out of the way to create the high beam. All these extra parts and the precision required to assemble them make projector headlights significantly more expensive to produce. Road performance. Let me explain how this all translates to the real world, out on the actual road. With a set of good reflector headlights, you'll get a wide swath of light that illuminates the immediate foreground and the ditches on the side quite well. This is useful for spotting a deer about to wander onto the road or for navigating tight turns in a familiar neighborhood. The light feels soft and ambient. However, as you pick up speed on a highway, you might feel like you're outdriving your headlights. The light just doesn't seem to reach far enough down the road, and the lack of a sharp cutoff means the brightest part of the beam isn't optimally positioned for distance viewing. Driving with projector headlights is a noticeably different experience. The first thing you'll see is that sharp, clean cutoff line stretched out in front of you. Below that line, the road is bathed in a bright, even field of light, often without the hot spots or dim areas that can plague reflector beams. This uniform illumination gives you a much clearer, more consistent view of the road texture, lane markings, and any potential hazards. The real advantage becomes clear on dark highways. The focused beam punches much farther down the road, giving you more time to react to what's ahead. This long-distance throw can be a huge confidence booster, making high-speed night driving feel significantly safer and less fatiguing. Quick takeaway. So, let's bring it all home. There's no single best headlight for everyone, but there are clear winners for specific priorities. Bottom line, reflector headlights are the simple, cost-effective workhorse. They provide broad, ample light for general driving and are cheap to manufacture and maintain. They are the standard for a reason. However, they lack the precision for optimal performance with modern high-output bulbs and can struggle with long-distance visibility. Projector headlights are the high-performance option. They offer superior light control, a sharp cutoff that prevents glare, and exceptional long-distance illumination. They make the most efficient use of powerful light sources like HID and LED, providing a safer and more confidence-inspiring driving experience at night. The trade-off is higher cost and complexity. When you're looking at your next car or considering an upgrade, think about how and where you drive. If most of your time is spent in well-lit city streets, a good set of reflectors might be perfectly adequate. But if your commute involves dark, unlit back roads or long stretches of highway at night, the superior control and distance of a projector system isn't just a luxury, it's a significant safety and performance advantage you'll appreciate every time the sun goes down.